begin to take hold.
You're either in or you're out. Right now.
I want to gamble.
I never want to hear those words out of your mouth again.
Gambling is not your problem.
Has anybody ever told you before your bad luck?
Most gamblers, when they go to gamble, they go to win.
Those were my mother's dying words.
When we go to gamble, we go to lose. Show me the money.
Let's get out of here, man.
Show you the money.
Honestly, like, let's just go. Let's go to Vegas.
Look at you back to that, Jerry. I want you to say what you would mean it, brother. Show me the money!
It's the Sports Memory Vegas pregame show.
All right, guys, week 16. First off, we do want to apologize. We were trying to be out at 11 o'clock like we have been in the previous weeks, having a little technical difficulties. But good news is we got an extra hour to send some winners your way. First and foremost, guys, it's some pretty big games, and we're going to just talk about our boys first because it's our platform, and we get to do it. Indy, -1, and traveling into Pittsburgh. I guess relatively optimal conditions for this time of year. Over under 42.5. Pittsburgh's clearly struggling. Colts are playing good football. One of my darling teams. And they did hit 10 wins. Fuck you, Brandon. But I think the fairy tale comes to an end. I think the Steelers right the ship. It's gonna be a low scoring tight battle, but the Steelers are gonna pull this one out today and seal the division.
Yeah, no, I liked earlier in the week where the Steelers were plus money. There's no plus money in this game. It's a really good line. I'm personally staying away from it. But with this being two defensive monsters, if I was going to take anything, I would probably take the under at 43. But again, this is a tough game for me. I do like a player prop. I like the Eric Ebron revenge game. He is currently plus 1,600 first touchdown and plus 350 anytime touchdown. So if I'm going to do any bet in this game, I'm going in on Eric Ebron revenge game.
What do you got for us, JC?
Yeah, kind of echoing you guys. Could be a low-scoring game. I don't really like many players here. Ebron's tough for me. The tight end slate is really good this week. There's a lot of good possibilities out there. The only really player I'm playing here is Deontay Johnson. I know some people like Big Ben because he's very cheap, but I don't think it's going to be a great slate for him. I do like Deontay.
One of my round robin plays today for first touchdown props, I did take Juju because I hope he's going to piss everyone off and dance anyway. But just save it after success. For me, game of the week, one of the ones I'm most interested in, the Rams coming off of like one of the worst losses in our most recent history of any team. Beat up on by the Jets. They are traveling to Seattle. Winner almost locks up the division. I know there's still going to be some week 17 pending stuff unless Seattle wins. Over under 47.5. I'm torn on the over under here, guys, but Rams are going to fucking roll today. You can lock that one in.
Yeah, so there's your upset special of the week. I don't think the Rams do it. I like Seattle at home. I like the over. I think the Steelers are in trouble. I think the Rams are in trouble. I think, we've got a big enough sample size that we see how this is going to play out. So, yeah, if I'm doing anything in this game, it is taking the over.
Yeah, I kind of like the over here too, and I think there's going to be some good points there. I think Darrell Henderson is going to be a really good fantasy play in terms of he's like 4,500. I think it's a Tyler Lockett week just because Ramsey's going to be locking up DK Metcalf as per usual. He had a terrible outing last time, but the Rams wide receivers, I think it's a good Cooper Kupp week too. That offense should be nice for fantasy purposes.
What are our thoughts on Robert Woods getting in first? I think he had 4 or 5 first touchdowns this year for the Rams, and I'm riding that hot hand. Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty much playing all the Rams offense at some point today.
It's hard not to, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I had a boyfriend in the NFL, he is now quarterbacking the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, man, every time he plays well, it just makes my heart all nice and fuzzy. Eagles 3-point favorites traveling into to terrible Dallas. Over under 50. This is going to be another game that I think he's just going to shine. Dallas is just struggling all over. Philly's not a great team, but they played well in recent weeks with my boy at the helm. Philly by double digits today.
Yeah, I like Philly as well. I mean, Jalen Hurts. They have something going on there with that system. I talked about it in the pod a few weeks ago. I mean, they definitely have the blueprint of how to be successful, and yeah, I think they go on the road and make this very interesting NFC East Week 17. So yeah, fly Eagles fly.
Dallas gives up one of the highest yards per carry. Sorry, so I think a lot of read option today with Hurts and. So I think it's going to be a good game for the running game.
Okay. High points. Go Jalen. Atlanta. Atlanta. I can never put my finger on them. They're always a big disappointment for me. No Julio. They are traveling to Kansas City. 11-point dogs. Kansas City's 11-point favorite. 53.5. Now, I know this is one of our favorites of the day. Over under 53.5. This could be a early fourth quarter cover. We're gonna hammer the over here, and I think you have to lock that one in.
Lock of the week, which means it inevitably won't hit because I'm jinxing it. But I love the over at 53.5. I think it's one of the biggest gimmies of this week. I like a ton of players, but who are you grabbing for value in this game, JC?
Well, I hope it isn't like yesterday, Brandon, with Tampa Bay pulling it up and just coming a little short at the end. But value plays, I like Russell Gage here. The wide receiver 2 spot for Atlanta has been really solid. And the Chiefs defense isn't easy by any means. So I think they lock up Ridley a good bit. I think Gage has another good week. He's had 3 good weeks in a row.
Real quick, because there's going to be points aplenty in that game. So our final game of the week for you guys is going to be a huge impact one. Titans in Green Bay. But real quick, before we touch that, I know that you have Washington at 2-1 to win the division. Washington loses to Carolina and Philly wins, man. Whoa, are you going to be sweating that game? Is that going to be your game of the week next week to watch? Are you going to be sweating that or what, Brandon?
Yeah, no, I mean, word hasn't come out yet on Alex Smith, whether he's playing or not. I think if Haskins plays, I think Carolina wins this, and we get Haskins is starting.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, it's going to make a very, very interesting week 17 for the Washington football team. But yeah, no, I mean, I hate this game. Terry McLaurin is out. Antonio Gibson is going to play. But Carolina has a Swiss cheese defense. I don't know, man. It's a tough game to predict. Are you touching any players in this game, JC?
Oh yeah, mostly just one. I love Logan Thomas today. They just feed him, especially Haskins. You can't throw anywhere else. They need to put up points. I think he has a nice day. I've been flexing him with Travis Kelce as my wide receiver 1. I like him.
Yeah, plus 1,200 for first touchdown, plus 200 for anytime touchdown on Logan Thomas. So that's good value for a guy that we think is going to get a lot of touches today.
All right, now for our specialty game here. I believe this is tonight, Sunday Night Football, if I'm correct. Yes, I am.
Yes, it is.
Okay, boys, Titans travel to Lambeau Field, which I cannot wait to be there next season. Green Bay is 7-point favorites, over under 53.5. So let's get a little bit of some Green Bay weather coming, and I know people are going to call me crazy. Lock the under in all day long here.
No chance. Both these teams don't have defenses. It's prime time. I think we see a lot of fireworks. I think we see a lot of big plays. And I think Green Bay kicks the hell out of Tennessee. It's one of the bigger bets I've made today. I'm going over 53.5 and taking Green Bay giving the points.
Now, one thing I can concede there. Honestly, I'm rooting for Derrick Henry to run for at least $150 tonight. I want to see him hit 2K. I love seeing records and milestones. I was really cheering for Alvin Kamara. Sometimes you just like to witness history. Now, speaking of the great plays of the evening, who we got today, JC, or tonight rather?
For that game, if it is going to be bad weather, Derrick Henry should go off. They should try to control the clock as much as possible, keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough game. If the weather's pretty good, stack up Rodgers, Adams, Tanya in the late games.
Yeah, I think right around most of the game's supposed to be flurries, light snow. I think some snow beforehand. Nothing major, but it is going to be perfect for Derrick Henry to be running the ball. Yeah, we've got snow at 7:00 in Green Bay, and a 14-mile-an-hour wind. So good luck with your over. I do wish you luck. But all right, guys, do we have any final thoughts? Because we got a fun slate. We got a very important slate today to watch.
Yeah, I got a few more. It wouldn't be a smash it episode if I didn't give an upset special. The Bills are hot. The Bills are very hot. But I don't think you go into primetime Monday night and beat New England. New England has owned Buffalo. I like New England to upset at plus 255 money line. And then I also like Deshaun Watson today against Cincinnati. I think again, if Ben Roethlisberger was any form of himself, he should have shredded Cincinnati. And I think Deshaun Watson does that today. So I like Deshaun and Houston today as two additional plays.
I do too.
All right. Any other players for us, JC?
Yeah, I do like Deshaun Watson. I'm curious who you think is going to be scoring for New England. But I think the most interesting fantasy matchup of the day is the Browns versus the Jets. I think the Jets' defense is streamable. Marvin Hall is going to be like the only receiver out there. This is a good Austin Hooper day. Jamison Crowder's 4,500. That's probably my favorite fantasy matchup of the day to see how that plays out.
I am taking Mims today for sure in my DFS. You and I both love that guy out of Baylor.
Yeah, I think I took the over in that Cleveland Jets game, 43.5. I think that's a really good line. I think it's going to be something like 24-20, maybe 27-20, something like that. But I am taking the over in that game. But yeah, I'm with you, JC. I think Hooper has a ton of targets since the entire Browns wide receiver crew is on the COVID list.
Yeah, what a nightmare.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Well, good luck, guys. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
Good luck to everybody out there. We'll see you next week.